At the end of this video, this is what we are going to be able to achieve with the R programming language. Where, right, in order for us to be able to do this, let's cancel this first. So the first thing we need to do is to import the necessary libraries we are going to be using, which will be library. So the first library we are going to be needing is the ggplot. The ggplot2, we are going to be using that to plot our graph, which is the plot. Possibly you are using that for the first time. All you just have to do is to say install, but you only need to run this for the first time in case it is telling you that the module was found. Saying you need to say install ggplot2, so that will install the library for you. So once you have run it once you have installed it once, you don't need to install it for subsequent usage, either for another project again, as far as it's on your local machine. And then we also import a library to get our map, to draw a map. So that library is called maps, because you are doing that for it. So the library, to this library, we are going to be using it for our scale, to scale our map, like the labeling. So we are going to be using a pre-built data that R has made available for us, and that is the cities of the world. So this city, you can see the several data sets. World.cities is the world of cities that we need. We need the cities of the world so that we can put it on a map and show those that are highly populated as compared to those that are not very populated. Alright, so we then get top cities. We really want to show those that are highly populated so that we don't jump at our map too much. So we get the top city, and to get the top cities, we already have the world cities. And now we want to get the column what cities, and now we will enter. You can see the different columns that we have. So we need the population here. The population, if it is greater than, let's say maybe it's greater than 1 million. Yeah, 1 million, yes. So, and put a comma. We just leave this like so that we can have the entire row of a particular column that has a city more than 1 million. So with that, we can then go ahead to draw our world map. Which will be map data, which we are getting from ggplot, map data, and we are passing word to it, so to draw the word map for us. So now that we have that, we can then go ahead to plot our word map with the city population data points, and that we are going to be doing with ggplot. Now from there you will now add the layer. The layer we are adding now is the geometric polygon, which we take our data. In this case, our data is this world map that we are getting, this world map. And then we need to label the horizontal and vertical axis. Now the horizontal axis is the longitude of the world map. Don't forget, we have the longitude from this particular top cities. We have their longitude, and we also have their latitude. We also group them together, and also we can decide to put a field color. We can make the color of the cities, let us make it to be light gray, so that it will be like the one I show you. And the text on it, let us make it to be white. And you can decide to break this to still work. And then from there you can add another layer. So once you see plus in ggplot, it's just telling you that you're adding a new layer, and from there you add the point, geometric point, and then the data for the point will be the top cities, and the vertical and horizontal axis will be the longitude, the vertical axis will be the latitude, and the size is the population that you are getting from these top cities. Like all these, they are all part of the columns that you are getting from the top cities. So now you can also specify the color. So the color of the data points, will be blue, like you can see in the. Now I can also add some level of transparency so that I can see the information under it. So I can add within the one will not show at all, and one will be fully like it will not be transparent at all, while if you take it 0 it will not be visible. So it is between 0 and 1. And then I will then add the scale. I don't want it to scale as exponential because they are all big numbers, so I'll scale it, scale size continuous. So I will label, instead of labeling it as exponential, I want to label it as comma. So from there I can then label it, the labeling of the title. I can call the title global distribution of major cities, and then my x labeling will be longitude, and my y will be latitude, and the size will be based on the population. The size is population, how big and how small they are. So with that, I can also specify the theme. I just want a simple theme, so just a theme minimal. Now don't forget I'm adding a layer here, so I need to put a plus. Now let's run it. So I've actually installed this, so I don't need to run this. So I'll press Ctrl Enter, 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 and that will bring up our, if I make this to be bigger, I can zoom, and that will give us this our map over here, which you can see the countries that are, the cities that are highly populated, shown as 15 million above, like they are very big, and the ones that are not very populated, and there are some that are not even up to that, you can see. So you can see, okay, maybe some are closely packed here, so you can easily make your conclusion with this diagram. And also you can decide to export it by coming here, you see export, you can decide to save it as image, you can save it as PDF. I can copy it to clipboard and go and put it on your Word document.